Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is the first of two videos we got for you today.
But first, a brand new exciting announcement from one of our longtime sponsors. There is a brand new product for something we use every day. Ekster has released their brand new Card Holder Pro. Alex, what's the difference?
Their larger capacity metal button and metal mechanism. So instead of the 2-year warranty, these have a
lifetime warranty on this one.
Yeah,
It
mine.
holds more cards.
Mine now.
People have been asking for that. It holds more cards. Lifetime warranty. Plus, even better, we have a huge discount going. It's never been a better time to grab a gift for your friends or your family.
Yourself.
What is it, Alex?
Yeah, up to 40% off right now. So check out all of the amazing accessories that come with it too. There's a clip that you can go onto it. There are tracker cards, all sorts of things.
Clip right here in case you like to clip your wallet to your belt and stuff
With your
like
cell
that.
phone.
Yeah.
Tons of accessories. Check out Ekster, one of our favorite sponsors, one of our favorite products ever. And thank you to them for sponsoring the video. All those actually go directly to supporting our show. So, in AJS news, didn't get much of KCD done over the weekend. I had to rush Mittens to the ER. The update there is he's doing better. He's doing okay. He's still on oxygen, but if things go well today, I should be able to pick him up later, hopefully today. So best wishes for Mittens there. Bit of a scare. Kind of delayed a little bit of the videos, but you know, honestly, KCD2 is such a huge game, and I don't like rushing through it. I mean, it took me like a month and a half to get Witcher 3 done. But I'm not going to take that long. I'm still just enjoying every fucking moment. I can already tell you. It's quite a good game. Go and get it now. If you're waiting for my review, get it now, and then we can experience the review and all the stuff in it together. We got some great ideas for it, but we're still making our way through it. So come join us over at twitch.tv/AngryJoeShow for our continued adventures. And it's crazy, man, because it's about to get even more packed and busy. So please have patience with this, because this week is freaking Avowed on the 18th, and then Pirate Yakuza. Really excited for that. We want a
real
pirate game.
Better than Skull and Bones.
Boarding
I guarantee.
If I swear to God, if Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza is better than Skull and Bones and everything we wanted, I'm going to give it. We're going to grade on a curve here, because somebody needs to step in and give us a good pirate game. So, plenty of content for us. Come join us at twitch.tv, and please be patient on the reviews. We get these at the same time you do. So, and I started KCD2 on release because I wanted to get that full experience all together on our channel. So come hang out with us as we march our way towards plenty of good video games. And then there's Monster Hunter at the end of the month. My Lord. We also played Civilization 7. Bit of a disaster, unfortunately. I'll put together our impressions of it, and I'll throw that up sometime soon, but it needs some work. I would say probably put your time, money, and energy into some of these others that are coming up before, and let them work their stuff out. Okay, Alex, what the hell has been happening in gaming news? Little?
Schmedium. We got a good amount of stuff. This weekend, Elden Ring Nightreign had its network test. Game I'm really excited for, because I played quite a bit of Elden Ring.
I'm excited for you to play it too.
Because it's co-op, and you can finally carry us.
I can, and the network test didn't go so well on Valentine's Day.
Oof.
It is a network test, and the network failed the test.
Okay.
But I remember getting a little code on Steam, though.
Yeah, from Flippy. Flippy sent a link out to everyone and infected everyone.
Everyone was
every
getting
single
it,
one.
apparently.
Yeah. There's a scam going around on Steam, so if your friends message you and have you click a link and log into your Steam, don't do it.
Don't do
it. But this was the real test. I was fortunate enough to get a key. It is a lot of fun. It is different than I thought it was going to be, and it's going to be something that I think you guys will appreciate.
Really?
Because it's more like a PvE battle royale. You land on the map, and then as you continue, you just have to
get in like in the middle.
Kill bad guys, get gear, get experience, and there's these
and
flames.
then extract.
And then there's these flames that constantly move towards the center, and then the center is a boss, and that's when the flames get there. And if you didn't get enough gear, you're probably going to die to the boss. And then you move out. Then once you finish that map, there's another map, and then there's like a global world boss.
Oh man,
it's not super hard either. Because
I don't know, man.
But your
that
hard
sounds
is
less.
different though.
Wait, is there PvE?
It's
I mean, and PvP?
No PvP.
Okay, so it's PvE type battle royale experience. I don't know. That sounds a little weird. There's no story. It's just kind of like throwing in. Do you know?
I didn't experience much story. It was like, hey, you go there
just
and
play this demo. Check it out.
Yeah. So I don't think there's going to be. It's more like because it's a $40. It's almost like a DLC.
All right. Yeah. Okay. As an expansion, as a $40 DLC, something like that, then fine. But I was actually getting all excited that it's just like a full blown co-op, Elden Ring game. But no.
Yeah. We'll see. There's 8 classes, quite a bit of bosses, some legacy bosses. It looks like.
I want to be a wizard.
There is a wizard lady that people are really enamored with. She's got
of course.
She's
huge locks of land.
Her hands. She's got real big hands, and the people are really liking
Mommy.
her. Yeah. So So that came out. It was fun. I beat it on my runs.
Shocker.
It's not super.
Well, like you said, like if it's hard for you, then it's gonna be pretty impossible.
It's not, but it's not hard. You'll figure it out. And
don't be so scared, Joe. Come on, you beat Liza P, right?
That's different.
He did.
All right, you're good.
It'll be fine. In bad news for Ubisoft, their official revenue in the last 3
I imagine
quarters,
it's shit.
down 31.4%. And this is particularly bad because Ubisoft actually had a lot of major games release.
Yeah,
they did. The
like,
the
quadruple A game.
Quadruple A game.
Outlaws were the biggest ones.
A Star Wars game, and then
down 30% when they thought that they was going to be up 30 to 60%.
Not surprised, man.
Yeah, we aren't surprised, but I imagine their shareholders were, because looking at 2 years ago, they were like, hey, 2024 is going to be a massive year from us because finally, after 10 years, this pirate game that we've sunk so much money into, and a Star Wars game, which always does really well for them, and an Assassin's Creed because it was supposed to have come out. So it's not good. Now, what they did say,
about the Assassin's Creed.
They did say that the Assassin's Creed pre-sales are looking pretty good, on par with what they normally expect. Now, again, Assassin's Creed fans are not perpetually online people who nitpick over everything in a video game. They're just people who've been playing Assassin's Creed for 10 years. And so some of the
I've been asking for Assassin's Creed in Japan forever. Now we're getting it 15 years
I'll
late,
just hold
10
off
years
and
late.
wait and get Ghost.
Yeah, well, you don't get. We don't have.
You don't have that choice.
We don't have that choice.
If you weren't in the Angry Joe show, then that's what you would do. Makes sense.
Yeah, but so not looking good for them. But we'll just have to see, because if they saying that their pre-sales are on par with like their last very successful Assassin's Creed, then it could be doing okay for them. Embracer Group also not doing super hot. Their sales have dropped 22%. This is to 1.5 billion. So they still make lots of money, but it's still down. But because of the success of Warhost Studios' Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which they own,
it's keeping them afloat.
Things are looking pretty good for them. Yeah. So they've almost approached 2 million in total sales.
Damn.
It's looking like the game has legs.
It deserves it. This is the kind of RPG that I've been asking for forever. So really good news. Happy to hear it.
I don't feel like I got ripped off. I paid my amount, and I've been playing for a long time.
So immersive. I love it.
Yeah. So the CEO of Embracer Group, we made fun of him a little while ago, and he's like, what we need to do? We need to release good games.
Oh, yeah, that's the guy.
Yes, Lars. You need to release good games.
That's a good idea, though, Alex.
Yeah.
What?
And so he made mention, is like, this is exactly what I was talking about. And I was like, yes, this should always be the goal. Have a passionate group of people who know what they're doing, put out a game. But and other good news for KCD2, official mod support is being added to the game.
That's crazy. That's huge. I mean, there's already unofficial mods that allow you to, carry stuff around and save the game without save your schnapps. I'm sure that was that one.
That was day one. That was available literally day one. So
I need that because I make a lot of choices that I regret.
Yeah. Apparently, it's a lot less less punishing on consoles because it doesn't like shut the whole program or something like that. But on PC, we have to reload the whole thing over and over. But honestly, I've gone back and forth on that fucking design decision, just like they did. You know, I've heard from them and ultimately I like it because it gives me even more of a feature and a thing to do when I'm doing alchemy. So it's like you just got to spend 20, 30 minutes prepping for your adventure like you would do in, say, Witcher, where you're mixing all your elixirs and your potions and shit. And then once you're good,
it makes it tougher too.
Make
to
50
make
of
those
them.
choices,
You're
though.
popping out 3 and 4, then you're good. No, I'm telling you, you can crank out 50 to 100 quick if you're doing your stuff.
That's the first thing you did, right?
I made 50 healing and 50 savior schnapps as soon as I gathered all the ingredients. And
yeah, but when we played, I didn't do that because I didn't want to, for our stream, have people sit there for 20 minutes.
Making little
but that's part of the game.
Yeah.
That's what really immerses you in this whole thing.
And so the mod support's going to add a ton of different things, probably legendary armors and some things to do towards the end game. So this is how you give your game incredible legs.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about Skyrim and Bethesda games,
very
the
gamer-centric too.
Yeah, and so like Baldur's Gate adding it, Baldur's Gate 3 adding it got people constantly into it. So I think that this is going to be one of those games that we'll be continuing to talk about for years to come.
Good.
So good for them. Good for Embracer Group. They needed this kind of hit. Though, again, there's some stuff that Embracer Group has done and people they've closed down.
Well, that CEO deserves a raise for saying we need to make better games.
Lars.
I'm sure he's going to get a raise. I'm sure he's definitely at some point going to get a raise. Or he's going to quit and they're going to just shower him in money before he goes.
No.
Here's a parachute.
Well, he needs to really, give credit where credit's due to Warhorse.
Yeah. Thank you for saving my ass. We got some final, though not quite a final update, but a major update in the Dark and Darker saga. Remember that game that took over the internet for like 2 weeks?
Do we have a legal resolution?
We have the first of probably a few legal resolutions. The first one is that the court has determined that there was no copyright infringement. But the court did find that they are going to have to pay almost $6 million to Nexon because they definitely, according to the court, definitely did infringe on their trade secrets. These people who worked for the company took all of the stuff that they had learned and used all the stuff that had been put together, and then they just left and made it their own, and you can't do it. So because P3, which is the project that Nexon was working on, never actually came out, copyright infringement is not something that they could sue on. But this says, because Iron Mace built Dark and Darker on a foundation originally laid by Nexon, trade secret infringement is what's appropriate, and it's going to cost them almost $6 million. And Nexon's not done. They actually said in a statement that this is meaningful and as it addresses illegal infringement actions that disrupt fair market competition. But they said that after carefully renewing the ruling, we plan to seek further legal judgment through a higher court, saying that
they're still coming after Dark and Dark.
Yeah, and so it's like, look, you can't work for our company, use all of the stuff that we provided for you, and then just quit and take it elsewhere.
All right, so, that is a definitive blow to Dark and Darker.
Yeah, absolutely. And so it released anyway in other means, like they were trying to do torrent stuff, and so some people were still playing it, but I think Nexon was pretty successful because it absolutely
crushed it.
It cut the legs out from under them, and so it was the hottest thing on the internet for a short period of time, and then just kind of disappeared. So unfortunate to see because I really like the game, but if the ruling is correct, you can't steal other people's work, other companies' work. Like that's not how it works. So
sad.
One of the biggest news stories of the week is Overwatch 2. Remember that game that...
haven't played it.
No.
Never played 2.
Yeah, Marvel Rivals.
Did we get the news story that they added back fucking loot boxes?
That's this.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So
that is fucking desperate.
Is that
and
gonna
you know
bring you
what?
back?
Yeah, of course. Everybody should go back. You fucking what? No, it's not going to bring anybody back. And look, I can see what shirt you're wearing because you are anticipating this character coming out, huh? You better wear that Gambit shirt when Gambit comes for... Hopefully he's on the list of rumored characters because I would love to play Gambit.
He is.
We've mentioned multiple times Gambit. That is a badass shirt.
Yeah, I'm waiting for
Damn
Cyclops.
Cyclops was less excited. Gambit's
more exciting than Cyclops. But okay, so Overwatch says, "Hey, say
Remember
we
us?
we got back due to popular demand.
Who?
This is all
Who said
players. Players wanted this. Dumbass fucking players. There's gamers out there that are dumbasses. Yeah. Now, I guess the stipulation is, well, but Joe, you know, this isn't the pay for. This isn't the bad loot boxes. This is the good loot boxes. Yeah.
As far as loot box goes, which I don't think any of them are good because it does condition people to want to gamble on things. This is the better one because you're not paying for them. You're earning them through playing the game and through battle passes and through dailies and things like that.
We're going to be fair. We're going to give it to you straight. That may be the case, but remember, it was Overwatch 1 itself that popularized this kind of stuff and the bad type and made the industry go fucking wild with this shit. And just bringing it back, I don't know why they think it's a positive thing, a popular thing, because they know that people can be manipulated. They know that scratches that fucking, gotcha itch.
If Season 15 of Overwatch, which is the one that reintroduces the loot boxes, is massively successful and people come back and everyone is opening these things, do you think that people over at Blizzard are going to be like, maybe we should sell them in 16 again?
Yes.
Yes. Or at the very least, when they do Overwatch 3, if they even get there, or their next big IP that is similar to Overwatch in a completely new game, that's just going to be it.
I mean,
it's going to trickle on over.
Yeah, I mean, the Season 16 paid battle pass is for sure going to have triple the loot boxes than it was going to have.
Yeah.
Because they know that people are addicted to opening them. So, regular loot boxes have a 5% chance to include a legendary, 22% chance of an epic, 96% chance of having a rare. And so, like, because there's a bunch of slots.
96% chance of having a rare.
Yeah. Which
just listen to the statement, Joe. 96% of the chance you're going to get something rare.
Yeah.
But that's not rare. That's common. Cool.
Well, no, because they're super rare and mega rare and epic and super epic and then legendary.
I know it's all word. It's all EA speak.
Primal. And then
even though this is Activision.
Yeah, then we keep going on.
Interesting.
And so loot boxes are back, and it feels like it's a desperate act to try to get people back because Rivals has been kicking its ass for a long time, and Overwatch was the big heavy hitter for a long time. And someone that used to be partners with NetEase is just like, well, we're not going to work with you anymore. We're going to do this whole Marvel thing, and we're going to walk all over your home turf, and they're doing a decent job because
a little bit better.
They give away the characters, and as of right now, they've got the players, and things are more exciting over there. So
at least they hope so. I mean, so in addition to that loot boxes, the lead designer of Overwatch says, well, we should be a little scared of what we're putting out there. And I was like, oh, okay, he understands the loot box. No, this isn't about loot boxes. He was talking about the hero perks. They're letting go of perfect balance. So they're going to try to let fun be more important than balance in Overwatch 2.
I know how much you like that.
Yeah. One of the things we all agreed on was that Overwatch needed to evolve and needed to have more choice. Dawson said when Season 15 introduces hero perks on February 18th, heroes will earn XP throughout the match and level up twice, picking between 2 perks at levels 2 and 3. The goal, as Dawson tells it, is to identify the creative ways players are already using heroes and then designing perks that serve that fantasy. So, yeah, our perks didn't already start out so adventurous. We were conservative. We were worried about balance, this and that, and then we just said we got to stop holding back. There was one Tracer perk where when she recalls, she would get back 1 blink charge. The one we're shipping with is when she recalls, she gets back all of her blink charges. This desire to be less protective and less precious, as the game director Aaron Keller put it in a presentation to the press about what an Overwatch match can and has become, is, I guess, just a part of this new initiative where they're trying to make their game more fun, more bombastic. There's a little bit of letting go of the fine balance that we've been chasing and seeing how it all plays out to some degree. We should be a little scared of what we're putting out there in terms of how it might affect the game, within reason, of course. And I think perks are that. There's going to be a lot for players to learn, and we're going to be monitoring how that happens over time.
Yeah, I think it's going to ruffle some feathers, though. It's like, oh, well, now you just mess with the balance, and I'm not having fun.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, players care about balance.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, Activision Blizzard has
Maybe
been,
casuals don't.
Casuals don't, for sure, and maybe they're just trying to identify the people who spend the most amount of money. But like when you're designing your game, and looking at the reasons that your game isn't doing very well, it's like, oh, you know what it is? Perks. It's like, oh, or you're just not giving players. You've been promising PvE, and then you pulled it back, and then it's too hard to get some of these characters, and things are too expensive, and I don't know. It doesn't seem like things are going very well. If they add placement matches, and then they finally reveal PvE to Marvel Rivals, I mean, I think they're just going to continue to get clobbered. So,
yeah, Dustin also mentioned perks will change seasonally, whether that means balance adjustments, ditching underperforming, or through 2 planned yearly perk drops. We don't know, but I do think the team overall wants to make sure that we don't forget Overwatch is supposed to be fun. Dawson said, we're supposed to have a little bit of wackiness, but also let these heroes play in ways that our players want to play them. You mean winning all the time? Because that's what how the players want to play their heroes. They want to be the most powerful. They want to kill the most people, and they want to break everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I'm not interested, and none of this sounds good to me. None of this is
leaning
enough.
towards the fun, and the loot box is not going to...
Leaning towards unbalance and leaning towards OP and loot boxes sounds like a terrible idea. I think they're
terrible
right.
enough to work.
No, Joe, they're right. I think Activision is right because no company that makes this much millions and millions of dollars makes a decision like this without some market data and research and focus groups. They know this stuff is going to give them a temporary jump in players. Now, whether that holds...
It'll attract dumb people.
We'll see.
Some of the dumbest people I know are like, did you see that loot boxes? I can't wait to go back. And you know exactly who I'm talking about. So that's...
Who?
Jimmy. Yeah. And it's...
Singling out our community, aren't we?
Hey, you asked. I wasn't gonna
Somebody
name names,
in the community.
Our resident Alabama man. Yeah, I mean they're getting their ass kicked player count wise, and they know that it's exciting because they're just like, hey, we're gonna give you all these loot pinatas for free. Yeah. Are you excited now? Are you excited now? It's like maybe.
Yeah.
I think probably just like go get your little dailies and then go play another game.
Yeah, I guess.
Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Yeah, it's 100. Marvel Rivals is 100.
Give us Gambit.
170,000 people playing right now. And the problem is a lot of people play Overwatch on Battle.net, but they're not doing as well. So, doesn't matter to me.
Oh well,
doesn't matter to me. All right, you had more Blizzard news.
Yeah, apparently a Diablo speedrun is 15-year world record was fake. It's a fake. After people reverse engineered the game. And after failing to replicate the run in 2.2 billion possible randomized dungeons, they could not duplicate it. So they figured out that it was fake. So this was first reported by Ars Technica, a team of Diablo speedrun enthusiasts have proven that the 3-minute any % world record that has stood since 2009 was faked. The offending speedrun uploaded by Speed Demos Archive Maciej Grubu Maskalowski back in March 2009 featured an unbelievably lucky sorcerer run with a finishing time of 3 minutes and 12 seconds.
You have to get like 4 books in a row just to get the teleports.
The run was segmented any %, meaning Grubu could use certain allowed exploits as well as save the game and redo a portion to get a better time, adding those best of segments together for a final count. The Diablo Map Gen team alleges that Grupo's manipulation of the game went far beyond what was disclosed. So, if you're in the scene of speedrunning, this is big because they ran through 2.2 billion possible legitimate variations, and that they figured out this one is impossible. So I thought that was interesting. As technology gets better,
maybe these guys super
cheaters get caught. What?
I mean,
Maybe he just got super lucky.
it's possible, but
Uh-huh.
They didn't
unlikely.
do 2.3 tests.
Man, I used to love
Run it
Diablo.
again.
Yeah.
All right, so Grubo's 3-minute and 12-second one has been stricken from the Speed Demos archive with its
bet he's
footage
pissed.
remaining up on YouTube for posterity. Meanwhile, it still lists as the fastest completion of an RPG video game in the Guinness Book of World Records, which hasn't responded yet to what this did.
People
so.
again, it's like, what? I don't care.
Yeah, and the guys said, the people that do care said, it did harm. Grubo's alleged cheating in 2009 completely stopped interest in the speed running in this particular category for this game. No one tried, no one could get close. Indeed, Grubo's speed run kind of, basically sucked all the air out of that. Let's see. The good news is that Diablo Map Gen tool is inspiring a lot of new categories of seeded runs where the players purposefully select an auspicious layout from those 2.2 billion legitimate scenes. I think one of the faster ones has been 5 minutes and 13 seconds set by Diablo_SB.
The new champ.
It takes a lot of time. I mean, Diablo used to be like, oh, the internet's out, and I'm
Holy shit! Like this is a long time ago.
Yeah.
This is like some impressive stuff where it's like speed runs are like, how the fuck did you do that?
Cheaters.
But I am doing the opposite of a speed run on
A
KCD2.
marathon run.
So please stick with us as we do that. But you can come hang out with us on Twitch. All right, guys. Thank you to our sponsor, Ekster, which I have just upgraded to the new Pro, handling more cards, got that metal functionality, and now a lifetime warranty instead of a 2-year warranty. So you are
huge.
good to go. Plus, our up to 40% discount. Guys,
Check 'em
this
out.
is it. Check it out so much. They're awesome. They love working with us. We love working with them. And thank you so much. Wait for part 2 of the news, and we'll see you then. See you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.